少し。本気を見せてやろ
う。なんというオーラ。
よく見ておけ。
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Mr. Fox, back in the house, and you know what time it is. It's time for that time I got reincarnated as a slime, episode 9. Whoo, doggy. This chapter was action-packed, but not from beginning to end. So, you know, jumping straight into this week's episode, Rimuru, you know, he shows him fixing Shizue's mask. You know, I forgot it was cracked and all that. You know, it's fixed, it's nice and it's clean looking brand new. I'm like, yes, thank you. Gotta take. He's like, this is a treasured heirloom of a friend. I would call her more than a friend, but you know, they didn't really get to know each other that long. Saying R.I.P. to Shizu. And you know, Rimuru's, and this is where the funny part of the episode kicks in. It's pretty much like at the beginning. So Rimuru's trying to figure out what gender am I? You know, I need to know what gender I am so I can tell people if they ask whether I'm a boy or a girl. And you know, and he talks to Great Sage. He's like, hey, he's like, since I absorbed Ifrit, can I use Ifrit's body double technique? And Sage is like, yeah, you can use it. So he uses it, and he gets to see what he looks like when he's in his human form, and he has no gender. He doesn't, but he has no gender, but he can choose the gender that he wants. He can, because like as the episode progresses, he makes his body double look more masculine, more buff, and all that. Then he makes it look more feminine, but then he stops like right before it finishes because he's I'm not gonna do that. It's kind of disrespectful to Shizu because it pretty much looks like her, except you know with more plot. If you know what I'm saying, you feel me? But no, it was funny. So yeah, so Rimuru apparently he can change genders at will. I mean he was a slime, so I mean it kind of makes sense. He he doesn't really have a gender. Slimes just are what they are. It's funny because when I guess he kind of wanted to be a boy, and like went just like straight off like by default, because he was like he made a comment in the episode. He was like, "Oh, my son didn't make it," and I was like, they had me rolling. I was like, wow. So after all that, he gets dressed and all that. But he said something earlier. He's like, you know, when I made the double, I didn't notice that black mist and all that before. And Gray Sage chimes in. Now, I'm not fully understanding it. So if you do in the comments, let me know. And I'm probably gonna butcher this explanation as well too. So when Gray Sage says when Rimuru tries to make something, tries to mimic something that is bigger than him, the black mist appears because it's magic molecules and magicules. I can never pronounce it right, but it's pretty much magic molecules form that black mist and make up the rest of it. So he's not that big to begin with. He's just a slime. So when he makes his human form, he makes up as much. His slime body makes up as much as it possibly can, and then whatever is left, the magic molecules make up for the rest. And that's how he's able to make forms that are way bigger than him, which is cool. I just really like the fact that they throw that in there, you know. So I thought that was dope. But like I said, I probably butchered that explanation. So if you can explain it better than me, which I'm sure most of you can, you know, just drop it down in the comments below, because I'm still having a hard time on understanding it. But you know, I'm slow, so you know, if you do that, greatly appreciate it. But so moving on, Rimuru gets dressed, and Rigard comes to the tent, and he's like, you know, he's pretty much like, you know, I'm about to send out a hunting party to get food again. He's like, will you be eating or do you not need it? And at first Rimuru was like, nah, I'm good, you know, I'm a slime. Then he's like, oh wait, I have a human body now. I can taste things. So he's like, yeah. He's like, you know what? Prepare a feast tonight. I'm finna eat with y'all. And you know, Rieger is like, yeah, you know, cool. You know, because obviously Rimuru has been eating with him. He doesn't have to. He's a slime. He doesn't need food. But now he has a human body. He wants to taste things. I don't blame him. Some of the food in anime period be looking good. And then I know some people make it in real life, and sometimes they get really, really close to how it looks in anime. But you know, it's just, you know, in anime the colors are just more vibrant and they jump out at you. And you ever just want a Krabby Patty from SpongeBob? Like you look at it, and you're like, that looks like a burger, and then someone makes you a burger, and you're like, that's not a Krabby Patty. But moving on. So after that, Rimuru goes meets up with the hunting party. It's the same people. It's Rieger, it's Gobet, and some other goblins. You know, and their wolves. And Rimuru tells them, "It's like, hey, I'm going to be eating with y'all. Make sure you get some, you know, some really tasty food today and all that." And Gobet makes a comment. I can't remember the comment. I'm gonna put it up, and I don't want to say Rimuru got upset, but he was like, that's inappropriate. So he kicks the crap out of Gobet. It was hilarious. Gobet is probably like my favorite goblin. It was priceless to me. Priceless. I loved it. But, you know, Rimuru asked Rieger, he's like, you know, how's the hunting going and all that? And he's like, oh, it's been going really good. You know, we've been getting a lot of, you know, wild beasts. And Rimuru kind of, you know, he kind of looks like funny. He's like, you know, is there a problem? Is there something going on? And Rieger's like, no, you know, it's just magical beasts. You just migrate a lot, you know, and they come to different areas. Now, also quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure most of the time when you see a lot of prey animals in abundance, it might be like a big herd or a pod. I don't know what you call a thing of deer. I think it's a herd. I'm not sure. Let me know. I can't think. But usually you won't see a lot of prey animals out and about like that because, you know, they're hiding, and usually they have a safe spot when, you know, to stay out of the eyes of predators and stuff. So when he said that to me, I was like, something is going down in the woods that you just don't know about. Because and they did say, like, since Veldora is gone, a lot of the magical beasts have been acting like up. So that in and of itself let me know that something is in the woods and something big is coming. Not like, you know, not like big threat, but you know, something's going on. There's more to this now. So Rimuru, he catches on to this, and he's like, So he summons Ranga. I love Ranga so much. Ranga is, if you don't know by now, I love dogs, wolves especially. There are two pets that I want to have in my lifetime. One is a wolf, and one is a fox. I would love to have both at the same time, honestly. But actually, it's illegal to have a fox in the state that I live in, and it's probably illegal for a wolf. But if I got them both, I don't know if they'll be able to cohabitate at the same time. More than likely, I'd have to get them both at the same time at like the youngest age possible, so they can literally grow up together. It'd be so cute. It'd be the cutest thing. Tell me what your dream pet animal is. Whether maybe a tiger or something. But for me, definitely I want a wolf and I want a fox. So, and I know in Japan, I'm going off on a tandem again. I know this. I do this a lot, y'all. If you stay and watch my videos, you know this. But there is a fox petting zoo in Japan. When I found this out, I nearly flipped my lid, because I'm like, I gotta go. And I hate the fact that it costs so much to go out to Japan. But I'm gonna get out there one day, and when I do, trust me, I'm gonna vlog like every second. I might even vlog with your boys on the toilet going potty. You feel me? I'm not gonna do that, but you know, I'm just saying, I'm gonna film pretty much like every second I'm in Japan, because that's number one on my list. Probably like a few people that watch anime and all that. But anywho, so he summons Ranga, and he's like, yo, Ranga, go with them. Even I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna happen, but you know, he doesn't say this expressly, but like, it'll make me feel better if you go with them. Ranga's like, okay, cool. He's like, you know, don't worry, master, I got it. I'm like, that's my dog. Literally. That's my dog. That's my dog. But, you know, so remember, after he sends the after Hunter Party leaves, Rimuru goes to the cave where he met Veldor to test out his new acquired skills that he got from absorbing Ifrit and from absorbing Ishizu. So, Shizue had an extra skill called Degenerate, and it pretty much allowed her to make new skills. And one of the skills that she acquired was Black Flames, or Amaterasu. I thought it was dope, but Rimuru makes like a comment. He's like, you know, what's this creepy thing? And I was like, creepy? I was like, that's dope, dude. I said, you got black flames and you got black lightning? Can we get black water too or something? Black ice? You know, feel me? Whatever. I'm like black flames. It's awesome. I've been ecstatic to have that. You feel me? Like, lightning skills are always number one on my list to have for elements abilities, but right below it is fire, and then right below that is earth, and then water. That's how I am about it. So, you know, and so he's like, he's testing out skills, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna have to be careful with that one too. And then he puts on the mask, and it seals his aura. So now when people, it conceals his aura completely now. Like, so he looks like a normal human being, and he states that, you know, I'm gonna have to wear this when I go into other villages. I'm like, I like the mask, but I liked it when Shizue wore it. I think he should get something different. I think, or he should just keep it like on his belt, like around his belt or something. I didn't really like him with the mask on. It didn't, for some reason, not working with me. It's just me. But, you know, he has the mask on, he's looking in the water, and he's like refreshed, he's like looking great. And once again, I don't know if this is if this is part of if the writers are doing this, or if this is like actual like a thing in like the light novels or the manga. But the Great Sage chimes in, he's like, great. And Rimuru was like, you sound unimpressed. like he did, or it did, whatever. But then immediately after that, he gets a distress call from Ranga. Ranga's requesting aid, so he hightails it to where they are at, and this is where we get introduced pretty much to most of the rest of the cast for the show that I see in the opening credits that are with Rimuru, except for like one other person and all that, and it's the ogres, which I thought was what they were when I saw them, but I wasn't entirely sure. At first I thought they were like more evolved goblins, but looking at them clearly, like, yeah, those are ogres. Rimuru comes and he's like, you know, like, what's going on here? And, you know, he sees Ranga up in the air fighting two of them, and then Rieger is fighting one of the female ogres. She's wielding a giant battle mace, and, you know, I give Rieger props. He's holding his own, but, you know, it's obvious that, you know, she's probably a little bit ahead of him in the strength department, maybe just in fighting skills in general. So he tells Ranga, Rieger, like, get back over here, you know, and he tries to talk to him. They're silent. Now, I'm gonna tell you something about me. I have little patience, especially when it comes to, like, you know, like this type of stuff. Had it been me and I rolled up on this, like seeing my prized wolf fighting for his life, and I see one of my homies over there, you know, fighting for his life, I would tell them the same thing. I'm like, boys, come here. I'm like, get the rest of the squad, go home, and tell everyone to get inside. They're like, why? Because I'm upset and I'm about to roast everybody here. I would have black flamed everybody, black flame, black lightning, everybody up out of there. That's why I don't need powers, because my temper is not that good. Especially walking into that situation, I would have charcoaled everything within a 10-mile radius of that place. I might even scorch the village a little bit. I would have told I can't even think of his name, the blacksmith. I'm like, I'm sorry, dog, I got upset, you know. You know, Rimuru tells them, hey guys, sorry for what my guys did to you. Can we talk about this? They're silent, and then, well, the one with the red, the one in red, the red armor and all that, he pretty much calls Rimuru an evil Magian, Now, I can't think of what the word Meijin think means right now, but I'm assuming that just means evil mage. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, I'm gonna look it up after I'm done doing this review. So, and Rimmer was like, wait, what are you talking about? So pretty much, pretty much what happened. They don't state this, but apparently, some orcs. I gotta look up the difference between orcs and ogres. Tell me. Also, y'all have to let me know a lot of things in the comments. But yeah, so apparently his village, the ogres were attacked by some orcs. They were defeated. Now they're looking for the person that did it. And apparently, I'm going to go on a limb here. Considering that at the end of the last episode we saw, I'm assuming we saw an orc. So I'm assuming not demi-humans, but animal-human hybrids. But I don't know. But I'm assuming that our friendly neighborhood plague doctor, Spiffied Up, had a hand in this. Gelmud and his new colleague Geld. Yeah, I'm assuming he sent them over there to handle the ogres for whatever nefarious plot he has going on. He succeeded pretty much, and now the ogres are looking for revenge, and Rimuru and his guys are pretty much wrong place. Well, actually not wrong place, just happen to fit the description pretty much, because I was gonna say wrong place, wrong time, but it's their land, so I can do what I want on my land. But yeah, and Rimuru's trying to defuse it, and he's like, because one of the things the leader, the ogre that's in red, he points out, like, you got that same mask, and Rimuru's like, hold up, wait a minute now, this mask is a keepsake now. They ain't having it, so they proceed to attack. But Rimuru tells Ranga, he tells Ranga, look, okay, take care of the one. There's one that's pink. You got pink hair. You got the old man. You got the blue-haired one. He's wielding double katanas. One with a hammer, and then the other one that has like it's purple, but it's not the right shade. I don't know my shades colors either. I don't know a lot of things actually, but Rimuru tells Ranga, keep the one in pink busy, because she is pretty much like the mage of the group. She can use a lot of spells. Well, she doesn't use too many, but she's adept at using spells, obviously. So, but Rimuru tells him, like, don't kill her. Just pretty much get in her way and keep her busy. I'll take care of the rest of them. And he does. The first one up is the leader himself. He comes. He tries to slash. Rimuru disappears. Jumps out the way pretty much, and he appears in front of the one with the hammer. He uses paralysis breath. He's out. Then the one with the mace tries to swing, but he ducks, and he's like, I sensed you with magic sense. He wraps her up with the silk from the black spider that he killed, and then the one with the dual katanas, he comes at him. He almost hits the mask. I got upset at this. I'm like, don't you touch this mask. I'll break you in half if you touch or scratch this mask in any slightest way, shape, form, or fashion. But he hardens up his arm. He breaks his sword, and then he got it the worst out of everybody there. He got it the worst. Because Rimuru hardens up his arm, body armor, and then he punches dude, breaks through his armor and sends him flying into a tree, and he's out cold, out like a light. But anywho, so, and then actually, what happens next? So yeah, after that, it's just down to the pink-haired girl who's busy tangling with Ranga. Good boy. And then it's just the old man and the leader. Now, the crazy thing is, the old man knows all the skills that Rimuru just used. He's like, he said, that is the evil centipede's paralysis breath. Then you use the black spider's steel silk, and then you use the Armosaurus's body armor. And Rimuru was like, he said, I'm gonna have to withhold some of my skills, because he's like, not only did he know the name of the skills, but he also knows the name of the monsters that they came from. And the old man warns the ogre in red, because first off, they don't have names. we all know names are powerful things. So majority of the monsters we're going to come across aren't going to have a name. So I'm going to describe them to the best of my ability. So the old man tells the ogre in red, he's like, hey, don't drop your guard, because he obviously he's probably acquired many more skills from many other monsters. And remember, then the ogre in red starts talking to him, and he's like, I'm never going to forgive you for what you did. He said it's a shame that some mighty ogres were defeated by some orcs and all that. And while the whole time him and Rimuru were talking, Rimuru was pretty much trying to defuse the situation. He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. He's like, and he's trying to fit. And the whole time I lost track of the old man too. The old man disappears, mainly for the fact that where they placed Rimuru in the camera angle and all that. But he's not paying attention, and the old man cuts his arm off. Clean. Now, and the old man stays like, he's like, am I going to see now? He's like, I'm pretty sure I sliced your head. Who knows? Rimuru might have, formed himself to where he only lost an arm, whatever. But, the old man's like, I won't miss another time. And at this point, I would have been like I said, I got a temper. At that point, I'm like, okay, talking's done. I'm done with all of you. I'm going to turn you all into firewood. That's the end of the story. I'm like, I don't even care what happened anymore. Now you're just pissing me off. But, and the ogre in red is like, you see, you are foolhardy to take all of us on, by yourself. And then Rimuru just pretty much, he picks up his arm and he's like, well, he doesn't put it back on. He absorbs it back into his right hand and he puts it back on. And he's like, you think just because you cut off my arm, one of my arms, you defeated me? And Rimuru's like, okay. He pretty much does what I would have done, but he waters it down. I would have just killed them all right then and there. I'm like, I'm done screwing around. So Rimuru takes the mask off. He's like, I did underestimate you. He said, but now I'm going to show you what it's like when I'm serious. And he takes off the mask and he shows his face and he releases his aura, and then he shows them the black flame ability that he just acquired. And the ogre in pink in the white kimono and all that, is it a kimono or yukata? I think it's yukata, whatever. But she states, she's like he's not even using magic molecules in air. This is just his pure strength. And how big it is, he's like, it's just like one of them. Now I'm gonna go on a limb and say, when she says one of them, I am assuming that she is talking about Veldora himself, or she's talking about one of the demon lords. And if that's the case, one of them must be adept at fire magic. And it might, if it is, I'm going to limb again. She's probably talking about Cromwell. Is it Liam? Yeah, I think it's Liam Cromwell, the one that summoned Shizue. But and then after that, when he does that, and then he shows off black lightning. He's like, I'll also show you what else I can do. And he looks at a boulder, pretty good sized boulder, taller than him. He strikes it, the thing gets obliterated. And the other two everyone there realizes like, oh yeah, this dude can kill us. But and Rimuru's like, yes, they're scared. Please back down so we can talk. It doesn't backfire. They're like, nope, still gonna fight. He's like, what kind of leader am I if I don't try to avenge my comrade? Oh, this just not wanting me to record tonight. So, as I was saying, all the ogres that are still able to fight realize immediately, like, this dude can kill us anytime he wants. So, but the one in red is like, I'm not backing down. I'm the proud next leader in line of the Great Ogre Clan. And that's when his sister decides to step in, and she's like, no, stop. And he's like, why? And she's like, why would such a powerful mageon, who's obviously able to kill us if he really wanted to, stoop to such underhanded tactics of enlisting some orcs and all that? She's like, let's think about this calmly now. And I'm like, yeah, let's do so. And the whole time it's funny because Rimuru was running his head like, yeah, I can kill you anytime I want. I am literally playing with you right now. He doesn't say that, but that's pretty much going on. And she's like, and then she states like, why would he do such underhand attacks? Like, yeah, I would never do that. And then after that, everything calms down. He puts the flame away, and he's like, and he tells him, he's like, look, and he turn, and they're like, who are you? And he's like, I'm just a slime. He turns into a slime, and he's like, look, if you want to look at the mask to make sure that it's not the same one of the person who attacked you, here, it's just it's a precious keepsake of a friend of mine. They look at it and they notice that it has magic suppressing capabilities. And the old man's like, the one that attacked us wasn't suppressing his aura, like, at all. So after that, the leader, you know, he gets on his knees and he bows and he's like, I'm, you know, pretty much, I'm sorry, you know, this is a mistake on my end. Will you please forgive us? And Rimmer's like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. And afterwards, he's like, you know, we're about to have a feast and all that. You know, the more the merrier, won't you come? And the ogre leader's like, but we hurt your comrades. And he's like, yeah, we did the same to you. He said, but no one died, so we'll call it even. So they all head back to the village. And Rimmer was like, do you have a name? He's like, no, we don't. And he's like, oh yeah, that's right, most of you don't. He's like, that's right. That's right. Then the episode ends. So yeah, that's pretty much the episode. I loved it, so I'm gonna go on a limb here. And say that Gale Mud had everything to do with the ogres' villages being, well, not village, people being attacked. If you watch the ending song, you'll see. I mean, this is kind of why I don't watch. This is usually why I don't watch the opening or ending songs of anime, because usually sometimes they give away the plot. It's okay, so I'm gonna put this up. Spoiler alert, I don't know. If you watched this far, you should figure it out too, but the ogres, next episode, I'm predicting that we're gonna go to the ogres village. It's completely and utterly wiped out. They're gonna have nowhere to go, and Rimru's gonna be like, well, you can come. He's not gonna say you can serve under me, but he's probably like, you can come stay here. And they're gonna pledge their loyalty. He's gonna give them names, and that's how we get our party. That's how we get majority of it. And also watching the ending scenes, the ending opening songs, and the little scenes they show. There's one more character that's supposed to be coming. I don't know what her race is. She might just be like a demon or something. I don't know. It's a pink-haired girl. But yeah, I mean, that's my speculation. So points on this episode: Gale Mud and his new buddy attacked the ogres, and Rimmeru's gonna name all the ogres that he invited to his village, and we're gonna get, you know, on our merry way with him trying to take care of what Shizue was trying to accomplish before she left this world. But overall, I'm excited, dude. Like this whole episode, like when the fighting was going on, I was like excited. I was like, yeah, this is dope. And then it ended, and I was like, oh. I was like, I gotta wait Monday. I hate, like I know I said I'm gonna wait till the end of this season to read the light novels and the mangas, whichever one I pick up first. I think I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead. We'll see. Cause I asked for like some of the mangas and stuff for like Christmas. So if I get them, I'm gonna read them. I only asked for like the first 2 volumes. But if they're good, I'll go buy the rest of the volumes in a heartbeat. So, you know, I like the show like this much. I really do. But, you know, that's it with this one. So, you know, do the stuff that I know I'm telling you to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications when I drop more videos. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter and on Twitch. Follow me on my aminos. I use two. But follow me on my anime amino for when I do other reviews, and follow me on the unordinary amino for my unordinary content, because that is the main thing that I cover here. But you know, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review. It's kind of choppy because my camera was trying to sabotage me. I'm gonna have to fix that. But you know, it's your boy Fox.